At the Qualitative Data Repository, we're continuously trying to make the repository work even better for qualitative data. And one thing that's particular to qualitative data is that a lot of it comes in textual form. This data project from the Constitute project is a really great example of this. They have several hundred constitutions from across the world and make them available in English translation in a systematized way using an ontology they developed. Now, one of the very simple, cool things I can do here, I can type in a search term such as labor union, and you can see there are 200 and some constitutions in there. And now I search, and I can find 12 of these containing explicit references to labor unions. And if you look at the results here, actually a lot of them turn out to be Latin American countries, Argentina, Brazil, etc. And in some ways you already have a research question right there. You can't just do this within a particular data project though. If you go to QDR, you can search all of our data projects and the more than 4,000 files that we have to the extent that they contain textual information for a term. Let's take the same one. And now we find more than 40 results from all sorts of different data, Latin American politics, international relation and security studies, energy politics in North America, and so on. Now note that there isn't actually a single data project that is specifically about labor unions, but because of the ability to full text search, you find 41 files that may be of some interest to you as a labor scholar. Another thing that we find that's quite specific to qualitative data is that you often have lots of files within a single data project. So even this relatively small data project has 60 files, and they come in formats that you less commonly see in quantitative data. So fewer spreadsheets, though some, and more text files, images, etc. And so one thing that we wanted to do is give people the ability to quickly look into data files to see if a data project is of interest to them or useful for them to maybe before they maybe download the whole thing. So we built these previewers that you see here, these read, view, etc. buttons. And so if I wanted to, for example, look at the interview template, I can click on the button, accept terms and conditions, and read through the interview template that contains the questions and subpoints that were asked in the semi-structured interviews in this particular project. This doesn't just work for PDFs, it also works for images such as this one. Here, the coding tree of this qualitative data project, as well as videos and audio files. Now, these are just two of the small things that we've recently done to improve QDR for qualitative data. If those make you curious, please come check out our holdings at qdr.syr.edu or get in touch by email if you're interested in learning more about QDR or potentially depositing your data.